Welcome to Video Quick Tips, the show that brings you tips and techniques to help you produce better video. I'm Bill Mecca. I recently had a request from a friend of mine who does online saxophone lessons. He's a great saxophone player up in the Boston area, and he wants to take his video lessons up to the next level. So he sent me a sample. Here, let's take a look at a short piece of that.
I know if I start on the flat seventh of B flat, I know if I go down, it's the approach, the A. And I know if I go up, I go to C.
The first thing I told Steve is that he needs to add some lighting to his setup to make him pop a little bit more. So he's gotten some lights. I've also told him that he needs to be a little bit more concerned about what's behind him. Make sure that it's complementary to what we see on the screen. He's already gotten some lights. He's investing in a better camcorder. I believe right now he's probably using his webcam and he's using a USB mic into the computer. The big thing that we saw here was a problem with the audio. Since he's using one microphone and the saxophone is so much louder than the human voice, there's a wide variance in the dynamics. And if you're listening to this and you turn up the volume to hear him speak and then he starts to play, if you're not quick enough with that volume control, you're going to hurt your ears. So there's a couple ways out of this situation. The first one is to use two microphones. A hardware situation where you have a microphone on yourself and a microphone on the saxophone and set your levels once you go into a mixer. The second solution is also hardware based, this time using two microphones into an XLR adapter like this Beachtech DXA2S. It will put one microphone on the left channel, one microphone on the right channel, and then when you get it into your editing software, you can even out the audio levels. Now the third solution is software-based that you can do in your video editor. Now that we've brought our video clip into our editing software, in this case Mecca Video Pro X, you can see that the waveform where he's speaking is very low, it's higher when he's playing, goes low when he's speaking again, back and forth, so it's widely varying as you heard in the clip. Now what we can do in here is right click on the audio and put in a volume curve. Now I've already done it, but what you do is you're setting keyframes and you're going to bring it down when he's playing saxophone and leave it up when he's talking. Now we can hear what it sounds like a little bit. We'll hear the difference as to how it's been evened out now by rubber banding it.
I know if I go down, it's the approach, the A.
It's much easier. Now in Video Pro X, there's also an audio mixer function where you will get an virtual audio mixer on the screen. You can slide the audio sliders and it will create these keyframes for you automatically. But I wanted to show you this way because not every software application has that neato feature. Now we're going to take them all back up. The other thing we can do is go to File, and we're going to export the movie. Now remember, it's wildly uneven now because I took it back to the original. The audio is going to be the WAV file. I have it in a folder. We're going to export, and as soon as it's finished exporting, we're going to kill Windows Media Player and minimize Video Pro X. We're going to open this, and now it's Neff sample as a WAV file. All we're going to do is grab this and drag it and drop it on the levelator shortcut, and it will auto-magically do everything we just did, plus add some other filters, evening things out, and it creates another file in the same folder, and it's Neff sample output. Minimize that, go back to Video X. We're going to import that file, and we're going to go to the folder. Make sure it's an audio file, and it will be the Neff sample output. We'll import it, import only. It's there. We're going to grab it, drag it in, matches up the same. We're going to mute the original track, and let's go back here, and you'll see how it sounds. Let's go back a little further.
The flat seventh of B flat, I know if I go down, it's the approach, the A. And I know if I go up, I go to C. And then the flat nine.
Now there'll be a test on that saxophone lesson later, but as you can see, Levelator has done everything we did very quickly. Now this is a 30-second clip. If you have a longer project, obviously it will take longer to apply all those filters, but that's the way to do it with rubber banding it manually or using Levelator. So to wrap it up, we have to put more light on our subject, pay attention to what's in the background, but most importantly in this is to pay attention to the audio levels. And we've offered a couple of solutions here. Hardware-based with 2 microphones into a mixer, setting the levels independently, 2 microphones into an XLR adapter and cleaning up the audio levels in post-production, or in post-production, rubber banding the audio levels in your editing software, or lastly, using the free software Levelator that's available from the Conversation Networks, and I will give you a link to that software where you can download it at my website, billmecca.com. That's it for this time. I'm Bill Mecca. Happy shooting.